to speak the same language, to share similar opinions, beliefs, or perspectives, facilitating effective communication and understanding between individuals or groups. To understand and communicate with someone easily due to shared knowledge, experiences, or cultural background. After years of working together, they have developed a strong rapport and can speak the same language without the need for lengthy explanations. Growing up in a bilingual household, she learned to speak the same language as her parents and grandparents, fostering a sense of cultural unity. As members of the same team, it's essential for us to speak the same language when discussing project goals and strategies. As a teacher, it's important for me to speak the same language as my students, using terms and examples they can easily understand. In international negotiations, translators ensure that delegates from different countries can speak the same language and reach mutual agreements. To be lost in translation. To experience a loss or distortion of meaning when something is translated from one language to another, resulting in confusion or misunderstanding. To encounter difficulties in accurately conveying the nuances or subtleties of a message or concept across language barriers. Cultural references often get lost in translation, making it challenging for foreign audiences to fully appreciate the subtleties of the story. In cross-cultural communication, it's important to be aware of potential misunderstandings that can arise when nuances are lost in translation. When interpreting poetry, much of the beauty and richness of language can be lost in translation, as words may not carry the same connotations or emotional resonance. The humor in the original text was lost in translation, leaving readers puzzled by the awkward phrasing. Idioms and colloquial expressions can be particularly tricky to translate, as their meaning may not be readily understood in other languages, resulting in confusion or misinterpretation. To twist someone's words. To misrepresent or distort someone's statements or intentions, often in order to deceive or manipulate others. To interpret or reinterpret someone's words in a way that changes their meaning, typically to serve one's own agenda or to cast them in a negative light. In the courtroom, defense attorneys often try to twist witness testimonies to create doubt or confusion in the minds of jurors. During the debate, the candidate accused her opponent of twisting her words to score political points. The politician's opponents accused him of twisting their words to make it seem like they supported his policies. The tabloid newspaper was notorious for twisting celebrities' words, creating sensational headlines that misrepresented their statements. In a heated argument, it's easy for emotions to escalate and for both parties to start twisting each other's words. To get the wrong end of the stick. To misunderstand or misinterpret a situation, often by focusing on the wrong information or drawing incorrect conclusions. To receive or perceive information inaccurately, leading to confusion or a mistaken belief about the true nature of a situation. The media often gets the wrong end of the stick when reporting on complex issues, oversimplifying or distorting the facts. It's easy to get the wrong end of the stick when gossip spreads, leading to misunderstandings and hurt feelings. He got the wrong end of the stick and assumed I was angry with him when I was simply trying to express my concerns. She got the wrong end of the stick and thought I was criticizing her when I was actually offering constructive feedback. I think you've got the wrong end of the stick. I never said I was opposed to the project. I just wanted more information before making a decision. To read between the lines. To infer or understand the implicit or hidden meaning of something, especially by interpreting subtle cues or implications. To grasp the underlying message or subtext of a communication, beyond the literal words or surface level of meaning. As a therapist, part of my job is to read between the lines of what my clients are saying to understand their underlying emotions and concerns. In her novel, The author encourages readers to read between the lines and uncover the deeper themes and symbolism. When negotiating a contract, it's important to read between the lines and consider the implications of each clause. The diplomat was skilled at reading between the lines of diplomatic statements to discern the underlying messages. During the meeting, I tried to read between the lines of my colleague's comments to understand his true intentions. To beat around the bush. To avoid addressing or discussing a topic directly, often by speaking in a vague or indirect manner. To delay or procrastinate in getting to the point or providing a straightforward answer or solution. Stop beating around the bush and just tell me what happened. He's known for beating around the bush during meetings, which can be frustrating for everyone involved. Instead of beating around the bush, she should confront her colleague about the issue. Rather than beating around the bush, let's address the problem head-on and find a solution. The politician's evasive responses during the interview suggested he was beating around the bush. To be a language barrier. A hindrance or obstacle to communication caused by differences in language proficiency or understanding between individuals or groups. A situation in which language differences prevent effective communication or understanding, leading to misunderstandings or difficulties in interaction. Language barriers can contribute to misunderstandings and conflicts in multicultural workplaces. The language barrier made it challenging for the tourists to communicate with the locals. The language barrier between the two teams hindered collaboration on the project. As immigrants, they faced a language barrier when trying to access essential services. Efforts to bridge the language barrier through translation services have improved communication in the community. To talk the talk and walk the walk. To not only speak about or advocate for something, but also to demonstrate one's commitment or ability through actions or behavior. To back up one's words with corresponding actions, proving that what one says aligns with what one does. As a leader, it's important to talk the talk and walk the walk, setting a positive example for others to follow. The organization prides itself on talking the talk and walking the walk when it comes to sustainability. She's always been someone who can talk the talk and walk the walk, earning the respect of her colleagues. He talks a good game, but he needs to learn to walk the walk and deliver results. Actions speak louder than words, so it's essential to talk the talk and walk the walk in order to gain credibility and trust. To have a word in someone's ear. To privately advise or influence someone, often by sharing information or offering guidance in a discreet or confidential manner. To speak to someone privately in order to convey a message or express a concern, typically with the intention of influencing their behavior or decision-making. He had a word in my ear about the risks involved, which made me reconsider my approach. I'll have a word in his ear and see if I can convince him to reconsider his decision. After the meeting, I had a word in her ear about the importance of addressing the issue as soon as possible. I'll have a word in their ear and see if we can come to a compromise that works for everyone. She had a word in the manager's ear about the issues affecting the team, hoping for a resolution. To have the gift of gab. To possess a natural talent or ability for speaking eloquently, persuasively, or entertainingly. To be particularly skilled at engaging in conversation, storytelling, or public speaking, often captivating or charming others with one's words. Politicians often possess the gift of gab, using their oratory skills to sway public opinion. With his charming personality and quick wit, he's always had the gift of gab. She has the gift of gab and can talk her way out of any situation. As a salesperson, having the gift of gab is essential for building rapport with customers. Growing up, he was known for having the gift of gab and could hold a conversation with anyone. Level up your English. Master vocabulary, idioms, and phrasal verbs with fun quizzes. Translate meanings into 104 languages. Download now. Link in the description. Please like and subscribe to our channel.